right, what's up, my people? Man, here with you guys for another box lunch. Looks like we're going to be going at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna try to do more. We just got an email of what Boots might be doing next, literally as we're talking about it. Oh wow! You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you now, guys. But literally, as I started the live stream, I get an email from Matchroom, and it looks like Boots fight is official. Let me get this to you guys here. Where is he fighting? Oh, he's in Philadelphia, October 11th. Here, let's go ahead and go to, because I'm sure Matchroom will have it up. There it is. All right. So actually, yeah, I could share this with you guys now. So, it looks like Boots will be facing this dude Lima. Haven't heard of him, but he's coming to 54 October 11th, the Wells Fargo Arena, and we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But good for him. Boots takes a lot of criticism for not. I feel like for the kind of the Virgil Ortiz fight kind of being on and off, it's unfortunate that happens, but I think it's right for him to take a tune-up at 54. It's a new weight class. He just come off of a unification fight against Stanionis. I think that's it's fair to do. I think tune-ups aren't like bad words. You know what I mean? So it's fair. Definitely very fair for him to take a tune-up. Hopefully not. I know we've heard the rumors it's going to be like 2 or 3. So hopefully that's not the case. I think 1 kind of does it. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens, with Boots once he gets going at 54. It should be fun to see how it happens and what happens. All right, guys, round 1. Here we go. Unfortunately, 2 Japanese fighters passed away this past week after their fights on the same card, which is kind of surprising. But it's always tragic. These are young guys, just fighting, for their dreams and to become champions, to become, boxing isn't easy. So these guys who are doing that stuff, it's tough. It's tough when, we hear about that. Here, let me screen share this thing. The Japanese Boxing Commission, rightfully so, is kind of having an emergency meeting to figure out what they could do. Shigatashi Kotari, I know I'm probably butchering these names, but Hiromasha Yorakawa, man, it was terrible. Both passed away. Obviously boxing is a very dangerous sport. This is why, obviously put your comments in I'll pull up your comments as they come in. But it's tough. It's very, very tough. This is why, I stopped, once I got into boxing media, I stopped calling guys bums and things like that, or, like tune-ups or things like that. It's these men, literally men and women, are putting their lives on the line for our entertainment, for us to, have a good time. Right. So, it's terrible. It's terrible when tragedies like this happen. It's tough. I don't know what the real answer is. What there can be done. It's a dangerous sport. It's a very, very dangerous sport. So hopefully the Boxing Commission, changes something, whatever they got to do to help improve the health of fighters over there. Obviously, it's just extremely tragic that it happened. kind of on the same card. It just really gives like a bad feel, a bad omen about, boxing. I've been to fights where fighters haven't made it, and it sticks with you a little bit. You almost get like the feeling, the energy is in the air a little bit when something really bad like that happens. It's like it's almost you could tell things weren't going to be the same. So um, obviously, prayers out to their families, and hopefully we get better results and safer standards for whatever happened to those guys out there. So all the best to them, and them figuring it out. Man, lots going on. Oh man, good stuff that we just got announced. This is going to be my second question, or my second topic rather. But let's get into it. So we got the Canelo Crawford undercard has been announced. Let me share it with you guys here. So we got Mohamed Alakel and John Ornales on the undercard. It's very interesting because I feel like, we've had really good undercards for really just good fights, right? The Bivol Beterbiev undercard was great. That might be one of the best cards ever. It was a really good undercard with Virgil and Madrimov on the undercard of that. Shakur was supposed to be Kid Austin, but Shakur was on the undercard of that. Really good fights. A heavyweight fight with Zhang. And it's interesting that this undercard is what it is. Not to say it's a bad undercard. I don't know who these two gentlemen are, Mohammed and John. So, really can't speak on that one a lot. This Mbili versus Lester Martinez, that's a good fight. Lester Martinez comes out of Bud's camp. So Bernie and the guys are going to be busy. Bomac. But yeah, Bomac and the guys, Bernie too. But they're going to be busy. They're going to be busy that night. Lester is good. I know he's sparring with with Crawford now, kind of giving Crawford a look at the size of Canelo. And Bealey has been on a tear recently. Didn't fight. The Diego Pacheco negotiations fell through, and I don't know. Who knows who's really at the helm when it comes to that stuff? Who's making the decisions? I know Diego's not afraid of fighting in Mbili. I could see where maybe Eddie Hearn and them thought maybe another 1-2 fights before Diego steps up to an Mbili. But this is a good fight. Lester is kind of one of those guys that might not have gotten the shot otherwise, because he's good. He's good. Obviously, Crawford brought him in for a reason. So that's definitely an interesting co-main right there. And then we got Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr. That's a good fight. Both guys are probably in the same level of their careers as far as it's either kind of contendership or bust. At this point. So we'll see. That's a good fight. Both of these guys I've covered early in their career. So, 154 is we're going to get back to that division here in a little bit. But, man, it's a good division. It's a good division. These guys, I'm excited about this fight. I think that one's going to be good. But like I said, I am a little underwhelmed. I thought, after the Bivol Beterbiev mega card that we had and some of these other mega cards we had, with Turkey talking about, there'd be like a super undercard for this fight. Like if it was going to be a few days, like maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday or something. It's a little underwhelming in that sense, right? Like maybe a Teofimo or I don't know, just good, like kind of bigger names, bigger champions I thought were going to be on this card to help push it a little bit more. But they probably think that, Canelo Crawford is enough, I'm sure. But just again with the cards Turkey's been putting out more recently, I thought it'd be a little bigger. Hey KO, the major promoters for the next 10 years, Eddie, Frank, Oscar, Top Rank, will be who will be the first to sell the promotion to Dana White, TKO? Oh man, Alex. I don't know. I don't know if any of them really want to do that. All those guys that you mentioned have a lot of money, and I don't know if any of them are really gonna want to sell. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see it. I think TKO wants to do their own thing. The thing about boxing is that it really is a wild west. There is no, central commission taking charge of things. So, with this whole the Ali Act, Dana and TKO trying to change the Ali Act, they obviously want, their own belt, and they don't want to deal with the 4 belts, which is fair, right? Boxing has kind of shot itself in the foot with these 4 belts. And whenever I try to talk to somebody about boxing who isn't into boxing, I'm like, oh yeah, there's 4 champions. He's like, so there's 4 guys that are the best in one. It's like, yeah, it doesn't make sense, So I don't know. To answer your question, I don't think they do sell. I think Dana and Turkey and them are going to want to do it on their own, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Next, I stopped the timer to answer the question, but let's see. Another situation going on in boxing, which definitely another bummer. Not a good news week here in boxing. But man, the light heavyweight champion of the world, the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol, had back surgery this week. Apparently, it's an issue that's been bothering him for at least he says the past 10 years or so. Man, it's tough. It's tough to see Bivol, down like that. Bivol's, probably in the prime of his career, the later stages of it maybe, but still I feel like in his prime, now it makes sense why Beterbiev is on the David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde undercard. Man, keep a lookout though, because if anybody gets injured, well, not if anybody, but if Anthony Yarde gets injured, I could definitely see Beterbiev getting moved up to that main event slot against David, and that's the fight right there. That's a great fight. All respect to Bivol, obviously he's the undisputed champ, but when you got 2 guys like a puncher like Beterbiev, and I've been talking to David about Beterbiev since he was at 68, and David kind of like foam, like just kind of like mouth gets watery when he thinks about, like, when I talked to him about Beterbiev, like, pause by the way, but like he has this like he wants to test himself against that dude. He just recently talked about it to the ring too, about how he feels that's kind of a collision course that's going to happen now that he's at 175. So that's a good, that card is good just as is, right? And with Bivol out, the best 175ers that are available are fighting on that card, with Beterbiev, Yarde, and obviously David Benavidez. So it's good stuff. It's really, really good. Good for that card. But man, as far as Bivol, obviously Godspeed in his recovery. I think we still get the trilogy before anything else. And with Beterbiev kind of, getting up there in age, I want to say he's over 40 now. He does take care of himself, which is, a great thing. But I don't know. And now Bivol's coming off of back surgery, so maybe that kind of evens the playing field a little bit with Beterbiev. Obviously, it's pretty even already, but Bivol having won the last one, I thought, was pretty close the first time as well. I kind of leaned towards Bivol the first one as well. So to me, it's almost like 2-0. So, but shout out to Beterbiev. It doesn't matter what I think, right? He got the first one, so they're 1-1. So, it'd be great to see the trilogy. All right, Alex Bivol will be back. Plenty of contenders to hold down the front of the division. Morrell rematching Benavidez is a fight for me. Yeah, it's a good one too, Alex. Definitely a good one. That dude that Morrell fought last, that guy was good too, man. That guy was really good. So he's another contender. I think Morrell needs, maybe another fight. Maybe he fights Callum Smith. Or not Callum Smith. Who am I thinking? Callum, right? Callum Smith. The dude who won the Super Six. He's at 75 now, so that'd be a good fight too. All right, guys. Last one for me. I don't know if you guys saw the rumor. Let me bring up the screen share. But it looks, 154 is becoming a it's just a hotbed right now. Super hotbed right now. Oscar De La Hoya was quoted as saying that, they want to he says, we want to put him, Virgil Ortiz, against a monster. He's ready for everybody. We're looking to get him back in October against someone in the top 5. I tried finding the post about it. I don't know who posted about it, but I know the rumor is Keith Thurman. I have a video of Virgil actually talking about when he was at the Ryan Garcia fight, and he was telling me, let's see if I can play this thing for you guys here. He was telling me that they're in negotiations with a big fighter. I asked him, like, is it somebody, like we're going to be happy about hearing that you're fighting, And he said, yeah, he said that, that the guy was American. The rumor is Keith Thurman. So let me see if I can play this. All right, let me play this for you guys. Just so you could see what Virgil said.
American. The guy's American. Anyway, and we're going to like him.
Yes.
I just want to press one more time. Hey, brother. Appreciate your time, man. Best of luck here.
Oh, that's right. His arm was all jacked up.
Be ready to hit things for sure. It feels good.
It sounds like big plans. It sounds like fans are going to, I know you can't mention much, but it sounds like big plans. It sounds like fans are going to be happy with what they hear, what's going on. I know you're a guy who doesn't shy away from challenges. You want, the best at their best. Is it? I don't know. Can you drop anything? I don't think it's going to be a champion. It sounds like Fondora's fighting Tim Tszyu. Xander's going to fight some other dude for that belt. So, I don't know. What could you tell us? Give me a hint. Give me a country. What's this dude from?
He's from the States.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
That's all I get. All right. Well, there you go. That's what we get. Man, just looking.
Yeah, man. So that's Virgil. It's could be right. Obviously, Keith Thurman's American. So. But man, if that fight is true and that happens, I think it's an excellent fight. Keith Thurman and Virgil will be fireworks. They both could hit. They both believe in their power. That's a great fight. That's a great fight. Hopefully that happens. 54 is a hot division, especially right now. Fondora, Bakram, which no one talks about Bakram. Actually, credit to Xander Zayas. He called out Bakram. Who am I missing here? Obviously, Boots is coming up next. I'm missing one of the champions. It's Bakram, Fondora. Who am I missing, people? Xander, obviously. And there's one more that I can't think of. Who are the champs at 154? What's up? I'm gonna be like when I realize who it is. Anyone want to help me out here in the comments? I hate it when you go to look at something and then like the app pops up for you. It's like, bro, I don't want the app, bro. I would have gone to the app myself. Oh, that's right. Technically, Terrence has one of the belts. And Yonis Telez would be the interim of the other one. But all right, guys, that's it. I'm promise I really got to put more time and dedication. I had 2 people lined up for today and both fell out. So you know, we're working on it. We'll get better at it. Production will get better. But I appreciate you guys watching. Those who tuned in, thank you. And that was Box Lunch. See you guys next time.